Jonesing for an indie.
There's no music. Just say things.
We're hunting for a treasure.
Oh,
Look at that
shit.
treasure chest.
And it's, oh, wow, Jonesing for an Andy.
And Andy?
And Andy, it's already...
Which Andy will we find today?
It's already not a great name for a segment. I came up with it because Kevin hated all the other ones. So, with this game that we're going to be talking about today is called Flywrench. I'm going to load it up on my computer here.
Games. I am 100% down for this segment.
And it's a great game, but we'll get to that in a second. The game is called, you're going to pilot the game, actually. You're going to play
and
it.
you said this is a super ragey game, yeah?
This is a ragey game. This is called Flywrench. It is from the makers of Nidhogg. So you can just go to continue. Let's go to continue, and then you start on Pluto.
A good game.
And then, bam, we'll start you right there. So, we're going to keep...
happens?
We're going to keep Trish playing it.
I
Basically,
beat the level, and I didn't even try.
It is kind of like a platformer, Meat Boy kind of game. You can see it right here. I'll get to the gameplay in just a second. It's called Flywrench. It's made by the people who made Nidhogg. I already said that. You can tell by the graphics and the cool trance music. It's just... Yeah, I just want to... Carlton dance to that. This game actually was available before. This is actually just a remake of a game that came out in 2008 with the same name called Flywrench. It was freeware.
Great.
The graphics were more janky. This is kind of an updated version of it. There's more levels. We have some old footage of that game, actually. The one from 2008. As you can see, the old game was actually pretty similar to this one. We're not hearing it, but if you are hearing it at home, that's how the game actually sounded. There was a lot of problems with it. The game was very short. The physics were kind of fucked up, and that is the real sound of the game. There was no music. It was just terrible space sounds.
Wow, that's interesting.
So yeah, this is it's actually a pretty old game that they've just been expanding on.
I have to say the mechanics of it remind me of Flappy Bird.
Yeah, they're kind of infuriating.
They're super weird.
And this game has always had an infuriating past because this game was kickstarted a couple years ago by David Esser or Michael Esser, I think, who created Nidhogg. And people gave him $5,000, which is like a peasant's ransom compared to what people ask for video games today. But he announced that he was making the game and then never said anything about it. So he just said last month that it's going to come out this month. So this was kind of a shotgun release, and it just came out this Monday, and I just started playing it. And it's great. For those of you who can see Trish playing right now, it's basically, it has one mechanic. Get to the end of the level and...
get to the box at the end of the level.
Yeah, as you flap, you are either red when you are contracting or white when you are not. So if you want to go through the white wall, you have to not be jumping. If you want to get through the...
Sorry.
Your sounds are... It's a very quick fuck. JTB33Z said $50. Oh, he gave $50. Please never eat shit during stream again. Trust me.
Because it sounds glorious on the microphone.
We're only one step away from eating real shit. So yeah, to get through those red walls, you have to be jumping. To get through the white walls, you cannot be jumping. The yellow ones, them's the boundaries. Don't hit them because you'll die anyway. But yeah, that's basically all the game is. There's no story.
Sorry.
There's no story. Los has a clip of the story here. Basically, there are 9 points where there are stories, and that's every time you go to a new level, which are distinguished by planets. But they give you these weird little cutaways here, and that's all you get for story. They don't explain anything.
Sorry.
Every once in a while, it cuts away to people. It's basically just people saying, "Good job." That's the whole story. You're getting closer to the sun. All you want to do.
Sorry. Sorry, got it.
I love watching people play this game.
I passed the level. In case anyone was curious.
But basically, yeah, there's no story. Every once in a while, the game just basically goes, "Good job," like a dad who doesn't show up for your Little League games, but comes to the pizza party afterwards, and he's like, "You're doing great, kiddo. Don't worry about it." And you're like, "You weren't there for me." But there is no story, which is fine because this game is all about the mechanics, and you're playing it right now. How does the actual flying feel?
Awful.
Is it though? Like the thing about it is the controls. I feel is that like they're like super. They're solid, but they're infuriating.
Don't you go back there, you piece of. Sorry.
So like, would you feel? Are you feel like the controls are like inconsistent, or are they
no,
tight?
They're fine. I'm just bad at it.
That's true. It's like it's not like Meat Boy or Mario where like the controls are very smooth and fun to use. It's like these are consistent, they're solid, but they're very sensitive and they're not intuitive because there's always gravity and you're trying to float through them.
Damn. Sorry.
I'm never gonna be able to take you seriously while you're just like, goddamn communists making video games.
Get in the damn. Sorry. R.I.P. headphone users. I apologize.
But yeah, the game itself, the levels are designed to be infuriating, but the actual control itself is really hard to use. Although it is consistent and tight, I think the biggest.
That's what she said.
Yes.
Sorry.
Wait, big or consistent and tight?
Consistent and tight.
I mean, that's why I married her. So, yeah, the controls are good, but they're what make the game hard, is because it's very hard to control this little flapping thing because it's always trying to murder itself.
It is always trying to murder itself. That's a great way to say it.
That's exactly how I see it.
Dom it.
Other-
That's a thing.
God damn it. Other than that, it's you can compare it to Meat Boy, but it is not. This game is hard in a totally different way, and you can see from these levels that Los is going to pull up right now. The levels do get much harder than this.
Nice.
Trish just cleared it, but Trish is doing the first level. If you can see here,
harder.
the levels get
Look at that.
so much fucking. It is infuriating how hard these levels get.
Look at that.
It's insane, and you can actually see coming up. I got so tired of playing one of these levels.
This was your game?
This is me. This is actually me doing this. And these levels take like 10. They start to take 10 minutes to beat at a time, which at a certain point, to me, you really have to be either the person who loves getting their ass kicked by a game or somebody who just likes having fun. Because this does not turn into a fun game for everybody. It actually turns into a game kind of like it's S&M at a certain point where you're.
Well, see, to that, I would say if you're like, 10 minutes on the whole level, wow, that's too hard. I feel like then we're spoiled as gamers. Because I remember, like, original Mario Brothers, I was stuck on 8-2 for, like, years.
Yeah, like, but those, I feel like these levels are so short and you keep dying on this. That's like if you kept playing 8-2, but you kept dying in the first 3 seconds because the levels themselves are only 10 seconds long. But there are some levels where you die in the first second for like 5 minutes. So it's just, you start to go crazy just dying in the first few seconds, which is a little bit different from Meat Boy because the levels were a bit more a bit longer and they were a bit more satisfying.
Right. Meat Boy is so fun.
Yeah. That being said, it does make beating a level more satisfying because if it takes you 10.5 hours to beat it, when you beat it, it's going to feel like you just
really
messed your pants. And it does. I love beating a level, but there's been times where I've had to quit out of a level because I just can't fucking beat it. And for a game where the whole joy is actually beating the level, skipping a level is the worst thing you can do. So I feel like that's kind of a polarizing thing.
God damn!
Having the ability to be a level, to skip a level. That being said, what are your first impressions of this game as you play it?
I think
you seem a little bit addicted to it. Like you are not.
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing okay over here. If this was on my phone, I feel like it might be a problem. It would be one of those games where like, oh yeah, no, I'm totally paying attention to what you're saying.
Yeah, I feel like if this was a mobile game, it'd be like Super Hexagon. Did you ever play that game?
No.
Super Hexagon was just like it was another game like this that was just being hard, and it basically
just
ruined my life.
being hard for hard's sake.
Yeah, that's all it was.
God
and
damn it.
I feel like this is another one of those games. You're right. The fact that it's on my laptop and not my phone is kind of its saving grace of not ruining my life.
Get in there!
But I overall really do like the game. You have to kind of be a certain kind of gamer to play it, in that you enjoy getting your ass handed to you over and over again, because intrinsically, there is no joy to this game. It is beating the level and trying to beat something that keeps kicking your ass over and over again.
Yeah, I imagine if you're one of those people that really cannot stand being poor at video games, that this would not be the game for you.
Oh, you'll throw your computer straight up fucking out your window.
Yeah, like I'm totally okay with not being good at video games just because I enjoy playing them, and that's the kind of gamer that you need for that.
So yeah. That's if you like that kind of shit and you like getting your ass handed to you, go pick it up. If you're a fan of Meat Boy or Super Hexagon or Super Mario Party S&M.
Is being weird?
Oh, your mic is in your hairs, I think. Yeah,
Oh.
It done fell off. Like,
Yeah,
this is such
it's
a light
in right
microphone.
Now. I just pulled it out.
So yeah, if you like Super Meat Boy, old Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Sadomasochism Party, anything that gets your ass handed to you over and over again, you will like this game. It is super satisfying to beat a level. Go check it out. It's called Flywrench. It's $10, kind of pricey, but I've been playing it for 3.5 hours, and I still go back every night and pick it up. So go check it out. Give them your money, and if you like games for story and stuff, go fuck yourself.
This is not it.
This is not for you. And I feel like I might have to literally. Do we have a crowbar to pry Trisha away from this, please?
I got this level!
Anything, because I feel like that Trish needs to beat this level. I don't want to put pressure on you, but.
Oh man.
Okay.
That's some
All right.
pressure.
Hold on.
Okay, ready?
Okay, hold on. Don't.
I'm gonna zoom up.
Trish, you got to do the thing. Do the jump. See? Did you hear my coaching? Did you hear my coaching?
It was
right?
Brilliant. It was brilliant coaching.
You can rent me by the hour.
Perfect.
But, guys, Flywrench, go check it out. Coming up next, I will talk a little bit less. Liz will talk more than she has this episode because she hasn't talked yet. This is The Rundown.